357 to you in the upper lower office.
Right? Is that the song?
Upper.
Shit. Oh, my numpad was off, that's why. There we go.
Is that what happened earlier? Were you guys beating the shit out of each other?
Dispatch 320, let's make sure that we're locking the doors of Mission Road PD, please.
310's out of you.
Driving while intoxicated, reckless, you had coke on you. And oxy.
I heard you wanted to speak with me. Dante said you wanted to speak to me.
Alright, we're looking
Disgusting.
Dante said that?
at driving while
Yeah.
intoxicated.
Yes.
Evading.
Yes. Hold on
Okay.
one second.
With a deadly weapon.
Dispatcher 20, if you're in the cell area, let's make sure we're whispering, please.
I feel like I've been here all day.
Especially Casterman.
Wait, what about Casterman?
I said especially Casterman.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna turn my radio off for the time being.
Yeah, that's fine.
EMS to
What?
PD.
So I...
Go for PD. Please
Sorry, give me a
confirm
second.
latest 911,
You what?
about, the lost MC.
I'm looking to demote myself to senior deputy.
Denied. What else?
What do you mean denied?
Denied. What else do you want to talk
No,
about?
okay, no, I have genuine concerns.
Okay, why?
Because give me a second. Chat, my
Okay.
headset's about to die.
I'm giving you a second, Rhodes. Come on.
Apologies. All right, I'm good. So I ran into a situation that I felt required attention of high command, specifically Smith, because he was directly involved in the situation.
Okay.
And when I brought up concerns, because I was approached by Forcer earlier in the day in regards to the situation, and felt that her receiving any sort of punishment, although not any official punishment, wasn't like she got striked or anything,
Okay.
wasn't deserved given the situation at hand.
Okay.
It was a situation involving Forcer McLean. I don't want to go too much into that, but it happened about, I think, a week and a half ago or so. So I was talking to Smith because earlier yesterday, Forcer brought up concerns, and I did agree with her in her stance on it. So I approached Smith, was trying to explain it, and it seemed that most of what I was saying was sort of being, I'm not going to say ignored, but kind of overlooked. And a lot of the justification was, well, this happened a week ago. Why am I hearing about this now when I had only heard about it being an issue earlier that day? So I was trying to address it, as quickly as I could without it, becoming any more of a situation.
Okay.
And I was pretty much eventually told, if you have a problem with how I dealt with it, you can contact other members of high command. And at that point, it sort of just seemed like everything I had said was sort of being shrugged off. And the issue was with Smith himself. And I hate nothing more than having to talk to other people and not the person themselves about an issue. So he pretty much told me, sort of, I dealt with the situation. If you don't like how I dealt with it, speak to someone else. But to me, again, that's super counterproductive on the basis that the issue is with him, and I don't feel that I should have to go to anyone else to talk to him about it. So that all happened, and I don't want to be in a command position if when people bring up legitimate issues to me, I can't actually have them addressed because they get overlooked. I don't know if Bobby's, just super moody because of, his relationship status, or, the fact that everyone keeps bugging him. And I feel bad because he had just come out of the office after speaking with the judge, probably about a complaint. But again, I don't want to have a title or position just for the sake of having a title or position if I can't actually do anything with it. I feel like as a sergeant, we are sort of, the people out on the road daily to figure out whatever's going wrong and be able to address those things, and to then bring up one of those issues and have everything sort of overlooked and just, I dealt with it, when really I feel like Forcer got unnecessary, how do I word this? She was pretty much told, yeah, unnecessary heat. That's a good way to say it. Over something that wasn't really her fault. I felt that it wasn't really appropriate, at least from my perspective as someone who's directly involved in the situation. And she didn't take it all that well. She wasn't a fan of how she was spoken to, and I don't blame her in that situation. To give you some insight, it's something we've gone over many, many times. You search an individual, you're responsible for them. Hell, this situation we were just in, I literally rolled up last on scene, searched the last person, and they were mine, He picked up a weapon off of a person, then left the scene to deal with a much bigger issue. Understood. He was called out on radio multiple times, or people were called out to determine who had taken a weapon off of someone. And no one responded multiple times. But again, this isn't really about McLean. It's just the fact that she had gotten heat for something. And again, I don't believe that it was appropriate. And I brought it up, and it's pretty much told that it was dealt with and that it's not really too much of an issue because it happened over a week ago.
Okay.
So
You
again,
done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Can I respond now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't care what you're saying, Rhodes. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. So number one, well, I got two things here.
Okay.
Number one, why do you think that constitutes you stepping down from command? Why don't we go through that first, and then
okay.
I'll cover
yeah,
the rest.
I will attempt to justify it. Again, I don't want to be in a position, much like the reason I originally declined FTO. I don't want to have a title or a certification just to say that I have it. I want to be able to put it to use. Same thing with command position. People should be able to approach a sergeant with an issue. That sergeant should then be able to approach high command if the issue is with high command, bring it up to them and not sort of just be pushed off to the side or ignored. I don't feel like I was really given much of the time of day. And, this is sort of the first time that I had to approach Smith with anything like this. And I don't feel like, again, it wasn't a very good conversation.
Okay.
So I was shrugged off to the side, and I don't want to be the person that people come to with complaints and then I can't get anything done about it,
Okay.
I at least want to be given the time of day, and not be, sort of interrupted and told, this happened a week ago. It was dealt with. If someone genuinely believes that they received, heat for a situation that they really shouldn't have.
Now let me ask you a question, Rhodes.
Ask away.
Have I ever done that to you?
No, absolutely not.
So then why the hell would you step down from sheriff's office command when I'm the goddamn sheriff and a member of high command? I've never done that to you. Have I not let you step in and do your job as a sergeant while I've been on duty and not overtalk you and throw you around and all that kind of bullshit?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that, but how do I... Okay, so when it comes to sergeants, department doesn't necessarily matter. Our jobs are all the same, whether or not, if I'm a sergeant on and I'm the only sergeant on, doesn't matter if you're LSPD, BCSO.
Right. That's true.
We're still sergeants, and so my concern is, it's going to be my job to communicate with high command from either BCSO, sheriff's office, or not sheriff's office, state police, or LSPD. And if I'm not going to be able to efficiently do all of those things, then I really don't think I should be in this position.
Well, Now, as you know, there ain't no black and white in pretty much anything, right?
Right. Understood.
So it seems to me like there would be times whenever you'd be butting heads with people, even if they's high command, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm just making a point here. Let me finish. Okay. So you and Bobby you butted heads. You felt like he disrespected you. I get it. I understand that. But that don't mean you need to step down at the first sight of any kind of confrontation like that. We picked you for a goddamn reason. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, then. So Bobby was being an asshole, right? Goddamn, who knows what happens between him and his husband? I went to that goddamn wedding and I bought him both gifts. Now I want them back. That ain't the point. Point is, I understand what you're saying. I wish I'd have been here. You could have came to me. I understand you could go to Bobby. Bobby's being an asshole, or so you say. Right?
Right.
I'm not going to let you step down. I'll shoot you first. Second, what do you want done? Let me ask you that. What do you want done?
Ideally, I'd just like to be given the time of day to discuss those things with high command and not just be told it's been dealt with when people directly involved are saying that they don't agree with the outcome of the situation. I don't want to just be told it's been dealt with. Don't worry about it. You know, if again, hours earlier, I'm being told that they received unnecessary heat from the situation.
Right.
Because
Well,
again, I don't want to be in a position where I'm told I can do a lot of things and have a bunch of responsibilities, and then when I try to use that position to resolve a situation internally, it's just like, eh.
I understand.
Like, I'm not asking for sorry to interrupt. I'm not asking for Bobby to go up to Forcer and apologize or anything like that. I just wanted to give him more insight into the situation, and it was sort of kind of shut down.
I see. Well, why did Forcer wait so long to bring it up? I understand. I ride with her all the time. She's goddamn. You need to keep her on a leash. But why didn't she bring this up to Sergeant earlier? This is a genuine question.
I'm not sure.
So
I don't know if she has. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. But when she told me what had happened, as someone who was directly involved in the situation, I genuinely didn't feel that her receiving any sort of discipline, albeit not, anything super serious, I didn't feel that any of it was deserved. I feel that I believe Bobby's comment specifically was that she's like snarky or snippy or something to higher ups, and I guess McLean complained about it, but I mean, he took a weapon off of a scene, responded to another call, didn't ever answer over radio that he had the weapon, and then went down to Mission Row, threw the knife on the ground and said, "Here's your fucking weapon," and walked away.
Okay. So I want to dissect this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
I wasn't here. I don't know the situation, but I bet I could probably think about how it happened.
Okay.
Probably started, Forcer was probably right. McLean probably did mess up and probably didn't think it was that big of a deal. And she probably got on the radio and gave him attitude.
I'll say this. I don't think that her attitude is like anything personal with anyone. It's the equivalent of when Snow gets on the radio and says something like, who the fuck did something or did something wrong?
Yeah, but Snow's an asshole.
Listen,
he needs to be cut up with machetes, man.
The point I'm trying to make is like when they speak that way, I don't think it's them trying to be rude or trying to speak down to people. I think it's genuinely just them trying to bring attention to the fact that, somewhere along the line, someone messed up. You know what I mean? It's not intentional.
I get it. But
do you think that somebody
might take that as a personal offense. Now, we're just going over this part here. I ain't taking nobody's side.
Okay,
I'm
to
just
be
trying to get
fair-
to the real meat of the matter.
I mean, to be fair, he is LSPD.
That is true. That is true.
He
I
is
understand.
LSPD. You know?
That's why I said the brain power.
Yeah. You could be right there. I think you're onto something.
So my point is that she probably sounded like she had an attitude over the radio, and that probably rubbed some people the wrong way. And once you do that though, then ain't nobody gonna stand up for you because you sound like a stupid asshole. I'm just saying. If I'm talking and Casterman gives me attitude over the radio and he's in the right, I'm gonna find every goddamn way to make him wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So she's already losing the battle if she gets on the radio and she talks like that.
Yeah, but she wasn't even talking bad. She was literally just on the radio like, whoever took the weapon off of the person from the last scene, which it was a scene thrown onto her from what I understand as well. I need that weapon. Like, it was very important that she had that weapon, and she just got no response on the radio. And again, McLean was on a call. I understand, but it's not hard to be like, I've got the weapon, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. It was the fact that no one was responding or communicating the fact that they had the weapon. So, listen, I'm not gonna lie, if I was in her spot, like, at the end, right before McLean announced that he had it, I was literally going through call signs one by one and asking people whether or not they had the weapon. Because again, you know, we've said this over and over. If you're on scene, you strip someone of a weapon, you're responsible for processing.
That's true.
Simple. But yeah, that's kind of where I stand in regards to all that.
So again, like I said, I was just playing devil's advocate. You know, that's the goddamn role of high command, is to not take sides. Okay. I want to figure out what you want. What do you need to feel okay?
I just want to have the ability to, you know, fully give a version of events without being interrupted and told situation's been dealt with. Because if I'm bringing it up, it's because someone involved in the situation doesn't agree with something that, you know, transpired within that situation.
Okay. I agree. I agree with you 100% there. You want me to kick the shit out of Bobby or what? I don't.
No,
you ain't
I
demoting yourself. The only way you're out of here is if you're in a goddamn body bag. I'm sorry. You knew it whenever you joined. I told everybody, blood in, blood out. Did you not do the loyalty test, Rhodes?
No, I did.
Yeah?
I passed.
You passed it, right?
I did get hit by a car, but I passed.
You did. I saw.
Yeah, you did see it.
I did it right afterwards, didn't I?
I think you did, probably flawlessly.
I don't think. Well, either way, I still did it. So he's proving loyalties. I ain't ever gonna do that to you. I'm a goddamn sheriff. Now, like I said, there's gonna be times in these situations where he's gonna be butting heads, maybe with other sergeants, maybe with officers, maybe with high command. It's to be expected. Now, I'll talk to Bobby.
What did you just do?
I'll give him a hug. But I don't know what to do whenever his lover leaves you, because ain't nobody left me unless they's dead. Keep that in mind.
Okay, all right.
And I talked to him. Okay. I don't think he's going to come apologize to you. But something between him and goddamn Forcer, they just need to stay away from each other, because all they do is antagonize each other.
I mean, I don't care for an apology. It's just like moving forward. I'd like there to just be a mutual understanding that, like, if anyone approaches me with a situation, I give them the time of day to express why they feel something is wrong. And if I'm approached with that and then have to, you know, go up the chain of command, you know, I sort of expect that courtesy to be given to me.
I agree. I do agree with that. He's in the position for a reason. Right? Maybe Bobby had a bad day. Maybe he's goddamn listening to DOJ complaining about I don't know
he's going through a divorce, right?
I don't know. I don't see him together anymore.
Listen,
he ain't said nothing.
I don't blame the guy. going through something like that's rough, but he doesn't have to be a dick.
That's true. I wonder if he got a prenup like Dark should have.
What do you
You know what I'm saying?
Dark?
Dark is a sensitive person.
Yes, he is. And you know what? There's a habit. I feel like he's putting himself in high-risk situations right before house payments are due, Tribble. High-risk situations right before house payments.
Maybe he's trying to see if you love him. Remember that one time you wouldn't say that you loved him in front of everybody? You know what that is? You know what that's like to someone?
Yeah, rough, probably.
Yeah, it probably hurt his feelings. Maybe he's questioning things. Maybe he wants to see if you're going to make the house payment. Because, maybe he thinks she's after him because of his money.
I'm the one with the money, okay? I'm the one with the money.
That's because you took it off from him.
No, I did. What?
Yeah.
Listen, I convinced him to join BCSO, okay? It was totally all me. He knew that it wouldn't work between us if he was still LSPD. So,
I'm just saying. Let me put this in perspective to you. Okay.
Triple, I know what you're doing, okay?
No. I'm gonna put this in
we
perspective.
discussed the issue, and then the topic was changed so that this can all be better, okay? Listen, I get it, Tribble. I respect you. I'm not gonna demote myself, okay?
Hey, you goddamn right. You're not. I'll kill you.
I'm hoping that if anything like this arises again, everything can be talked out.
Quack.
Okay, well, can I run you through a real quick scenario?
Go ahead.
Dark leaves you.
In a body bag.
Are you, no, you still alive. You just all crying and shit. Is you sad if he leaves you?
Yeah, of course I'm going to be sad for him. Who else is he going to get?
Whoa, wow. Oh, shit. All right, well, I'm writing that down. So let's say that you sad because he leaves you. And then let's say Forcer comes in with the 35th goddamn complaint of the day, and she wants to sit down, and you've been dealing with divorce lawyers and goddamn, I don't know, who's stupid? Espino's come in here, stupid shit. You're dealing with that. And then so
wait, hold on. No. Stop. You pick someone to the BCSO. Let's go LSPD. Casterman.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Casterman comes in here. You can't understand a goddamn word he says. You can't read the subtitles because they ain't on there long enough. And he's all like, he. Sounds stupid, like he's getting ready to have a goddamn stroke. And he gets out, and then you're like, shit.
How many years do you have in that?
And then Forcer comes in and says, I'm going to talk to you about something that makes me mad. And you're like, oh, Jesus. Okay. And then how are you gonna react?
You're not gonna like my answer.
I know. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna be so professional. Quit being a goddamn nerd and be real.
I am being real. I keep shit separate for a reason.
What if it's Toretti that comes in and starts talking crazy shit? I know you can't keep it straight when he's around.
Well,
everybody wants to kill him.
All I need to do is stare at him and pretend that I'm taking mental notes because we all know in a week he's gonna be fired.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Well, listen, I understand what you're saying. I completely agree with you that the sergeants need to be taken. I mean, you're goddamn sergeant, so we don't have to deal with the bullshit. Okay.
I get it, Tribble. Talk through the issue. You end on a sort of high note. You change the topic to something a lot more lighthearted, and you move on with the expectation that I have forgotten.
No, I don't.
Exactly
don't
what
you
we came here for. Tribble, listen,
I'm
not gonna demote myself, okay?
I know you're not. I'll kill you with a chainsaw, asshole. Don't you think you could read me like a book? I brought it right back to where it came from.
Well, did I not read you like a book?
No, you didn't. You can't read me. I'm Braille. You got to touch my body, and you better not touch me. I'll make sure you get a goddamn divorce.
Sheriff Tribble 357.
Goddamn right. You better tattoo that on your ass. So
I'd
I
rather
didn't.
I'd
That's
rather
not what I'm
not.
doing.
I'd rather not. Richard would ask so many questions.
Yeah, he would. Well, you should ask him about his.
Wait,
Anyway.
what?
Anyway.
What?
Listen
Hold
to me.
on. Elaborate.
That's your brand. You know, cattle on a cattle ranch, they get branded.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's getting one.
Nope. Ain't
Oh, yeah.
happening.
I'll
Ain't
hold
happening.
you down and do it myself. I got a branding iron in the back of the truck.
You
Put-
are.
Put it right above the cleft of your buttock.
Oh my God. All right.
See, there it goes. They get the fire starting right now. I'm gonna go put it in there and get it heated up.
Okay. All right.
So
It's
listen,
not happening. Go on.
I'm not brushing this aside. I'm telling you that right now. I'll tell you that. I don't brush shit aside. I barely brush my own mustache hairs, I guess. I ain't got no goatee. Anyway, I ain't brushing it aside. I told you I agreed with you. I'll talk to Bobby the best I can. If something like this happens again, come to me. Instead of, going around saying you're going to demote yourself because you'll die first. I'll cut you in half, piss in one side and shit in the other. You understand?
I understand. And you know what? I should have known it was a terrible idea approaching him. I mean, he went from BCSO to LSPD, and that says a lot.
That does say a lot.
That says a lot. Yeah. I should have seen the warning signs.
Yeah, well, going to LSPD is one of them.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, look at Coop, man. He's already lost his goddamn mind.
Yeah, poor guy has no idea.
He'll be fired soon, too. He'll be right there with Knight.
And Toretti.
Toretti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe we should convince him to swap.
Who, Coop?
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, think about it. Right?
What did you just do?
He's brand new to the Force, okay?
Yeah.
So he may have been taught some questionable things by the LSPD, but if we intervene quick enough, think about it.
Eesh. I don't know, maybe. Toretti asked me if he could be part of BCSO.
There's no helping Toretti.
I told him I'd kill him first.
Yeah, there's no helping Toretti.
Yeah.
Do I get a say in people who transferred back or transferred to BCSO?
I mean, you can tell me what you think.
Okay, Toretti, no.
I agree.
He's not fixable. So we
Yeah.
got to keep him on the losing side, okay?
Yeah. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Who else?
We take, I wouldn't mind AJ.
We can take AJ, yeah. Who else?
Oof.
There's a few people who... Okay, let's
Maybe some of the new dipshits. I don't know. Resnick.
Resnick is good. He is
Yeah,
good. I like
yeah.
him. I don't know if he'll ever
Yeah.
switch.
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt is also really good. Reinhardt's, like, in my opinion, exceptionally good. And I feel like she sometimes doesn't get the respect. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what it is, but I feel like no one listens to a majority of the female officers we have. Like, I feel like that's one of the biggest complaints between Hall, Forcer, Reinhardt. Like, that is a very, very consistent issue between them all.
I have heard that from all of them. What do you think the reason is?
I don't know.
That's a legit question. Because I've heard the same complaints from pretty much almost every female officer.
I genuinely have no idea. But, right, let's say it's because they're not they're not stern, right? Then you have Forcer trying to be stern and being called out for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. There definitely is You know her?
I think that's
Hey,
Tracy.
Yeah.
I want to be a cop.
Oh my
I hate my
god.
job. I want to be a cop.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hello?
Hi.
Do you like being ignored?
I want to be a cop.
Do you like being ignored?
You can't ignore love.
No, not love.
You can't ignore passion.
No, but do you like
Passion
being...
for being a cat.
Do you like being ignored?
I don't like when people ignore the law.
Goddamn
I'm-
fired before you're hired.
I'm not asking about ignoring the law. I'm asking if you as a person like being ignored.
I actually love when everybody leaves me alone.
Oh. But what happens if you call for people to help you, you get ignored?
My boss is calling me.
Okay. You're fired.
Fuck. Again? Hello?
Okay, I think I
I'm
dealt with
not a
that
PD.
situation.
It was good. It was good. So, what the fuck is that out there?
Uh-oh. She's about to start
is it?
tapping on the window again. I give it 10 seconds. Uh-oh. I think Knight just distracted.
Is that
Knight?
that's is that Night?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, it's Knight. Uh-huh.
Hello,
What the
sir.
hell happened to
If
him?
he walks away, she's going to start tapping on the window. I give it
Oh yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Wow. Oh shit. No, I was 100% expecting that.
oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So what the hell?
Oh, hey guys. This is like a private meeting or something.
I mean,
Yes.
we was kind of. What is wrong with? Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
Knight, are you okay?
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
Are you okay, Knight?
I can taste the law.
Hey, Knight, come over here.
It tastes so good.
Yeah.
I can taste the justice.
I heard that the LSPD was looking at promoting some of their best officers to senior officers. So I would recommend getting out there, making sure you're doing everything according to plan. Are you okay?
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm good.
What was that?
A pill?
What kind of pill?
Viagra?
Why?
I need
Dr.
to make
Choi?
a police report. And that's the only
kinda
reason
like
I'm
my-
here.
That's a little personal,
No
to be
other
honest, sir.
reason.
Okay, I don't know that you should be taking
Someone's phone's
Viagra
ringing.
during a shift.
I would like to make a police report. I would like.
How
to make
else
a
are you
police
gonna
report, and
shift,
that's the only
sir?
thing I came here for.
I'm at Mission
I don't. I mean, what? Dude,
For
you
what?
you are pitching a tent right now. Okay, that's an issue.
I mean, I don't know about I just became an officer. I don't know about senior officer, like maybe down the line or something like that. I don't know. That'd be a lot of responsibilities. I mean, you've seen the department. I mean, no one even writes reports. I've been asking for a goddamn report pertaining to a murder case for like 3 days, but someone wants to go to a fucking 1090 instead of give me the report I need in order to present to the DA's office. So I'm just kind of chilling.
Okay. So, have you spoken to a sergeant in regards to this and trying to get this dealt with?
Sir, I need Winchester to write his damn report.
Okay.
What is
It's
the
vital
report
to the
on?
investigation of
That's
Caden's
all
murder.
you have to say. Sit tight. I will
Oh.
get it dealt with.
What is
Everyone
on your
can
hear you.
face?
We can all hear you.
What is
You can
on
do
your
that?
face?
Sit tight. Hold on.
What is Night? What is on your goddamn face?
308 from 320.
Send it.
Can you 25 with me in the captain's office at Mission Road PD
It was a
ASAP?
bit of a.
Stand forward, route.
It was a bit of a
Go for
like.
it. Thank you.
Jenny, can believe this shit?
Okay, look, I went to the barbershop. All right, I was gonna get my acne removed, and I forgot their names. Fuck, the Russian one and the English one. Fuck.
320.
Oh
Resnick
god.
and
320,
Snow.
send it.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
go ahead.
Resnick
You want
and
code 2
yeah,
traffic
they
or code 1?
accidentally cut my face.
Code 1.
Do not
Step
have
one,
other officers
coming
cut your
from,
hair, Night.
Star Road.
Oh, it wasn't my hair. That was my nose.
Just keep it
10-4,
away
actually,
I cut
from
my
uh,
hair
code
so
2.
I could wear a helmet for the
That's clear.
motorcade.
We're gonna have a 1031 boy from
All right.
Dante Wolf.
All right.
At,
Well,
100
well,
Road.
Sergeant
All units respond to 3.
Sergeant Rhodes is taking care of your issue, so you can do what
Holy
you need to
shit.
done. Is that
Wait, so-
okay?
I can just go to them and be like, yeah, but I don't want to be like a tattletale.
It's not a tattletale.
389 and 499.
You could
unable
say,
to
hey,
respond
I
to
need
the
this report
1013
done for something
boy.
for work,
We're gonna
and
have a
we'll help
95 with
get it
us.
done. You know,
10-4.
Winchester
EMS
got
is
shot in the
about
goddamn
30
throat.
seconds
Now he
out.
sounds like Darth
And it
Winchester, and it's stupid, but you know what? It's
stand by.
okay. He's
It is
better
a
now.
13 boy,
We're gonna get
so
it done for
they
you.
should be clear to
Yes,
roll on
sir.
scene.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Stop taking those pills. You're gonna goddamn pop like a water balloon. and I ain't
Dr.
gonna quit.
Choi said I got to take these, otherwise I won't be able to white pee.
To do what now? You won't be able to what?
White pee.
What's YP, Rhodes? What's YP?
Trouble. Remember the. I'm gonna whisper to you,
White
so
pea.
I want to whisper to you so he doesn't hear me. Okay.
White P. Did he say white P or YP?
No, like white is in the color. But listen, this is why he's LSPD.
Oh my god.
You know, LSPD has written 80% of the reports in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
In fact, most of them are mine.
And you can probably only
And
read
we're all
about
investigating
and you
3
could
murders and 2 acts of terrorism.
probably
Brian,
read 5%
Yeah.
of them.
Listen, I get it. When you submit a report and then you make an edit, it duplicates the report. Okay. But that doesn't
No,
mean you
that-
count
no.
those, Brian.
No,
Brian,
that's not
you
true
don't
at all.
count those.
No, I'm not counting those.
Brian, you
I
don't
delete
count
I
them.
delete duplicates.
No,
I
you
delete the
don't.
goddamn duplicates.
Brian,
I delete the goddamn
you're trying
duplicates.
to pad the stats.
I'm not padding the stats.
You're
I delete the
padding the
duplicates.
stats.
I delete the my Caden report is well so long I had to cut it into 4 different reports.
Oh my god. Here
Okay,
he is.
all right.
Oh Jesus.
All right,
Jesus,
let's have a
what happened to your
conversation.
face?
What happened to your face?
What happened to your
Darth?
fucking throat? Oh,
Brian!
I
oh
got
sorry.
Jesus
Okay,
Brian.
listen. All right,
Winchester?
Winchester.
Uh-huh.
Have you or were you involved in a situation where you needed to write a report for for Caden's death?
Just to be clear, I did not go complaining to him. It was
It's
just
not
a
that
general
nobody's
point.
in trouble. We're just
Yeah,
trying
no
to
one's in
figure
trouble.
shit out
We're
so
just
we
trying to
can
get
get
shit
done.
done.
It's okay.
No, but I don't want to be like Winchester. I wasn't like tattling or anything
Whatever.
like that.
Quiet down, snitch.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
What
are
the
we talking
fuck?
You-
about? I
Okay.
wasn't involved in anything in regards to Caden's death.
All right. So
Jesus
explain
fucking
yourself.
Christ! Okay, Winchester. Remember that conversation we had where I said it is absolutely important that before I see you, Andy, like I need you to write down, like what the events that transpired when you saw Jordan Steele walk into the hospital and hold a bunch of people hostage. We need that for a timeline in order to bring the case to the DA, because you're one of the key witnesses. While you may not understand the relevance of that, I need your entire recollection.
I don't recollect a lot of it. Like I said, I saw very little. I even told you I saw.
I don't
so
care what it
little,
is. I
and
need you
wrote
to
it
make
down
a
as a
statement
report.
on it.
It is a report. I wrote a report for it. There is a report written.
Okay, so get the report.
Wait, where is
number.
it?
Nobody's in trouble, you stupid assholes.
Do you know what it was
It
titled?
includes you, Winchester.
Winchester.
Fucking gas
I have
bag.
to look it up. I don't have one of them fancy tablets. Hold on.
You sound like OTT's creepy uncle.
You take that back.
No.
You take it back.
See, when we work together instead of trying to shit in each other's bowl of cereal.
I wasn't trying to shit out his.
I
was
wasn't
just-
talking to you.
I wasn't trying to shit.
I wasn't. Would you goddamn calm
I'm not a
down?
goddamn snitch.
Take those pills and throw them out the window. They're making your brain into testicles or something, man. I don't know what's happening. It's okay.
That might be the
Okay.
steroids.
2725.
Wait,
2725.
what? Steroids?
Yeah, it was prescribed steroids by Dr. Choi.
I need to talk to Dr. Choi.
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
Brian, look at
tell
that.
me.
As of yesterday, the report you were looking for was filed.
Report 2725.
He just wrote it right now. You know he did.
No,
I
it's
did.
dated
It's like
the
on page
18th.
4.
Shut up, Winchester. I was
Hmm.
kidding.
2745.
2725.
What is it?
2725.
Like I said, ain't nobody in trouble.
Oh my God! Thank God.
It's no big deal. We're just
And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
shut
Hell
up,
yeah!
Winchester.
I wasn't
ask Captain Chris
complaining.
out
It
there.
was bringing up senior officer, and I was just saying
Go back
how
to
why I would never
ICU
want to be
and
one.
Your
I'm not going back
bed's
to ICU,
your bed's
asshole.
getting cool.
Look,
Now.
I was just afraid that you die, you know, or like you don't get stabbed again. I don't know who's coming after you. But do we even know?
Everybody, they've already got his goddamn
Why?
throat. Like
Why?
I said, nobody told on anybody.
We're
He's-
trying to serve and protect a cadet died yesterday. Almost.
move your goddamn boner away from people.
Sorry, sir. Not pointing it at you.
Winchester,
You're pointing it at me, and I'm a married man.
that is true. You're tempting him. He's going to play
Yes,
helicopter here in a minute. Tummy sticks, whatever you guys do. Listen, you look like a guy I went to high school with that wore one of those when he rode his goddamn mud bike to school. And everybody made fun of him. Called him backwoods. I think he's dead now. But anyway, nobody was mad or anything. We're just putting puzzles together, for Christ's sake. You guys are so touchy. Bunch of like people pissing in your mashed potatoes and spoon feeding it to you. Make me sick. We're being babies.
So,
Rhodes,
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Who's mad?
you try to leave, I'll kill you.
I'm good. So, now, if you ever do
yes,
run
sir.
into a situation where you need a report written and you don't believe the other officer involved wrote it, speak to a sergeant. I mean, contact the
sir.
individual directly. If they don't respond, speak to a sergeant. Because writing reports is...
305 from 357 direct.
Sorry. Writing reports is a very important part of, our job. And if people aren't doing it, then they need to be disciplined.
Dante.
Now,
Hell yeah.
discipline doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get punished, but it's
Dante
maybe a
Charlie
slap on the
Silva,
wrist, or
getting
to
medical
at
treatment.
least encourage them to begin doing what they're supposed to.
4.
I mean, think about it. You had a complaint, and how many minutes did it take for it to get resolved?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right. Do you guys need any, or Winchester? Unless
To be
Knight
fair,
has-
you're a pretty good sergeant.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. Winchester.
Winchester, just to be clear, I didn't bring your, I was just using an example. If you have any, thoughts that I might have been
Knight, it's
throwing
okay.
you under the bus.
He's not a petty child who's gonna be like, "Oh my God, he spoke to a sergeant and mentioned my name."
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure because some people are. I don't really know Winchester that well, I just want to be. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
All right. So while we're here, let's be productive, okay? Do you have any questions for him in regards to that report?
I know, like I said, I know it's not a lot, but at least puts him at the scene of that hospital. But there should be like 6 other people there that
Could
can
you?
also testify to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Is it possible that you could try to recollect kind of like a frame of reference, like in terms of like time or anything along those lines?
Oh shit, I barely even remember what day that was. The last 2 weeks have been so hazy going in and out of the hospital.
I understand.
I know I was released from. I was able to move around on my own. I had my gun, which means that I had gone on duty already. So I was already released from hospital. So I was there for a checkup. I can at least narrow it down to a 4-day time frame. I don't even remember what time of day it was. I was stuck inside the hospital for so long. I just wish I knew who the other officers were. We really need to send out a memo and ask if anyone was involved in that situation inside there, because there were other uniformed
Yeah.
officers, because I was not uniformed.
It was Jenny Hall was there. We have a list of all of them.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
do you remember any arrests from that day, Winchester?
No, I don't even know if I went on duty that day. There were many days where I just came in, did my checkups with the hospital, and just went about and took some time
Okay.
off. I was on light duty for a bit.
Okay, so this happened after you went into ICU and woke up. Am I understanding that correctly?
Right, I was out of
Okay.
ICU. I was released from the hospital, but I was going back. I still have to go back constantly for checkups. I'm at like every other day now for checkups.
Okay. Let me see what we have here from doctors referencing you going into ICU, so we at least have a start date. Give me a second.
Yeah, 10-4, come pick me up.
my MDT is officially broken again
How?
because my
Because
reports
they're
are too
pieces
long.
of shit tablets. Fucking hate those tablets. I use the computers. They work so much better.
There's like if your report is too long, it breaks. So adding a statement just
so
broke
that's
the
how you're
thing.
padding the stats. oh, my report's too long. Let me cut it in half. And then you edit
No,
that
yeah.
one and get even more.
No, that's right. I have 3 reports. Just it took 4 reports in order to get all of Caden's stuff into one report, and then there's 2 other. Like I said, there's the murder of Okay, so there's the murder of Caden.
Uh-huh.
There's the murder of McGraw. There's the murder of McAfee. There was the Grove Street family extortion. There was the FIB building terrorism. And then there was the what's his name? The Crimson Boomer terrorism. All those reports in the last week.
Okay, so Winchester, you going into, let's see. Did you go into the ICU? How recent was that? Like, when did you wake up?
Well, I went into ICU the day of the shooting.
Was it
which
with
was a
females?
Wednesday, and I
You got
was released on the following Wednesday.
Okay.
There should be a report on it. I mean, I didn't take the report because I was in ICU. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit back there.
951, it's 23.
All right, give me a second.
If only you could search reports by civilian name.
Little sidebar here. Can I make a report and just reference a Google Doc? Because it's pretty unfortunate.
Yes, but then we're not going to be able to, like, sort of I mean, I guess it's not too much of an issue for most people. I mean, I've seen super long reports. Are you sure it's...
My report, before even adding interview points, was over 2,000 words.
Yeah,
and I tested
the
it.
Issue, is it words or lines?
It's words. I tested it. Because
Okay.
it kept breaking and breaking, and the only way to fix it is to hard sleep. So I slowly reduced it, and then it worked. It submitted. And then, actually, you know what? You can even test it on the out of city one. It just sends if it reports too long, it just errors out, and it gives you this weird screen, and that's why it breaks in the city.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So if you look up Caden murder, you'll notice there's 4 different parts to it.
Yeah.
Looking for that Sanchez. It just took off right next to us. 1031
give
Boy,
me
East
1
Joshua
second.
Road.
Because I am trying to reference Winchester's situation. So give me 1 second, because I do want to get this
if you could
situated.
add that to Caden murder part 2 for me, that'd be really nice. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can fix this MDT without hard sleeping.
Have an Eagle Man
Probably
on
not.
a Sanchez.
Okay, so this was early in the month, if I recall correctly. We go here, Winchester.
Gonna need 77.
Hey, while you do
currently
that, I'm gonna
1038
go into the
southbound
locker
East
room real
Joshua
quick for
Road.
no
Okay.
particular
Nearest
reason.
crossing is gonna be Seaview Road. Vehicle's going to be taking off at this time. Give me an
Sorry,
active
Chet, give me a second.
1080. Requesting the truck if possible and available. Going to be continuing
go.
south
I'll bring this back,
southwest
don't worry.
Joshua Road.
05 responding.
Okay. So
Going to
Winchester.
be in an active 1080.
So we have
with
an
a
announcement on the
suspect wearing
6th
a
about
plaid
Winchester
shirt.
going into ICU. So
The,
let me
the
look
problem
at
is the
incidents.
timeline that we need is in order to close a 1.5 hour ban.
Eugene from that
This-
active 1080.
It's a very complicated
vehicle-
investigation due to the fact that the window of opportunity was an hour and a half,
Advised
and we need to
dirt
do a
bike
couple of
is
interviews
now
with
traveling
Jordan and
parallel
etc.
to
But
East
he's still in
Joshua
ICU.
Road up in the
So
mountains.
luckily
Gonna
that
be
buys
heading
me
in
enough
the
time to
direction of
actually come up
Depth
with a
City
full-on game
off-road.
plan with Molten.
89.
Gotcha.
We were able to
ATV
recover the
trying to
murder
regain visual.
vehicle, which was actually the most incredible thing I would have ever imagined taking place.
Be advised, we're going to be
Got
TL
forensics on it,
We're going to head
but
over to
the window of
Eugene
opportunity is an hour and a
Zuckerberg's
half, so
location.
that
It's
leaves
gonna be
enough room
Joshua
for there to
Road,
be,
nearest crossing
let's say, an
Panorama.
alibi that might account for a portion of that hour and a half. And if that gets brought up in court, well, the judge may look at it well, maybe he was there for an hour and a half, so we have to rule out that possibility.
Gotcha. Winchester, when you went into ICU, was it in reference to something with Eugene?
Yeah, Eugene's the one that pulled the trigger and shot me with a 7.62 silenced PD rifle.
Okay.
Introducing.
Give me a second.
10-9.
306 reducing response.
Let me
Hey,
reference
Mr. Zuckerberg was going to be in his
Eugene's
reddish in
stuff.
color Prius, if anyone sees him.
The third attempted murder of a government employee, Frank Williams.
10-4, what's the prior, what's the arrest charge?
Winchester. Okay, so I found a report of Eugene being arrested on the 8th.
Obstruction of justice.
Copy, thank you.
The 7.62 was recovered. That's there, that's there. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let me go to... Okay, this is a warrant, but it doesn't show when it was actually placed, so give me a second.
Oh, never mind. Here he is.
Hey, there's no like randomly deleted reports right now, are there?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know of any.
Oh, okay.
Every once in a while, I have some not go through, and I'll literally submit it and then check it like half an hour later, and it's just poof, gone, like it never even happened. The report number didn't even generate or anything.
Has that happened in a while? Because I spoke to the
It was
judges.
like a week ago.
One of the issues we were having, charges that had quotes in them. So there were 2 of them, or 3 actually, the misdemeanor and felony possession of oxy. If it had a quote in it, it would break. What's up?
I gotta get out there.
All right, go.
I've got coffee rushing through me. Thank you so much, Rhodes. Are you gonna be around today?
Not too much longer, but I will be around a bit.
Oh hell yeah! All right, see you out there, sir.
All right.
Hey, go
510
make sure you change your shirt before you go. He's not gonna do it. Oh,
What's
well.
wrong with his shirt?
Nothing. I just want him to go to his locker.
Oh my god. All right, so I don't know who else was involved in that situation, but I'm looking at reports from... So we got that announcement on the 6th. Give me a second. Let's see. So I'm still on the 5th.
It was a 5th when I was shot.
It was the 5th when you were shot? Okay.
I think it was the 5th when I was shot.
Okay, Mel on the 6th, attempted murder of a government employee.
That sounds
Let me take a look
maybe
at that.
right.
Your report. Driving a red and color stolen 9F cab, shot. Officer Francer had a shotgun on his person, drove like a butthole, and crashed outside of Integrity Apartments.
Yes, it was the 5th because my birthday was the 8th, and I spent my birthday unconscious in the ICU.
Okay, so that was the 6th, but that was super early on the 6th.
Radio check.
10-2.
So, let's see.
It might have actually been the 5th, but you know how long it takes that shit to go through.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you wait too long, and the system thinks you're 6 hours ahead.
Yep. Evading in Eugene's car. I was around that day because that was okay. I remember the situation. We had arrested people who were driving Eugene's car. This was the day of the raid, was it not?
Yes,
Because-
that was the day before, because he was running around. That was the day before we caught him the first time, because he was paying people to drive his car around.
Yes, I remember Great Ocean Highway. We caught Hans and a couple other people. You decided to process them all, while we had to respond to another call. It might have been like a bank truck or something. You took them into custody, and I didn't think we had Eugene at that time. If I recall correctly, I believe we were getting ATM alerts or something. I could be wrong.
Yeah. He pinged it. He would basically go to whenever he needed to go to an ATM, he would pay somebody nearby to drive the car away from the ATM scene, so he'd get away. Essentially.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. But narrowing down that hour and a half time that he's looking for is going to be quite difficult if you don't remember, bits and pieces of it. So I don't know how useful that's going to be, especially if...
I didn't even know. So my report that I had to do for Steele in the hospital had to do with Caden's murder? Nobody got shot.
I have
in that
no
incident.
idea. I don't know. Maybe it shows some kind of motive. I have no idea. Not a clue.
I guess he's working on the murder or something?
I guess so.
If he's going for I don't know, uninvolved things, if he's grasping at straws, if he needs help, I'm gonna reach out.
I think he will. I think he will.
495,
But
76.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's not
get
like
out there in the
we have to be
street.
secret school with each other here.
Yeah. I think that's why he approached you and said, if you do remember anything, try to get in contact with him in regards to it.
Yeah, I even told him, I was like, look, there were so many. Every other person in that room has more information than I can provide. Because I was literally just flagged down by somebody who was like, Jordan's holding up somebody hostage in the room. I went in there. There were 2 other uniformed officers. I didn't even make verbal commands. I was just coordinating everyone, letting everybody know where we were in relation to each other. And then he left, and I stayed in there because I was still there for a checkup. So I didn't even follow outside the room.
Gotcha. All right.
357.
All right. I'm getting out there.
76 to ensure PD
Okay.
repairs.
If you need
I know
anything
there's
from me, let me know.
Yeah, no problem. I have vowed that if I have to hit my 1013 button for whatever reason, I'm going to go 42.
Understood.
So that way
Even
it
if
should
you
help
crash?
out. Even if I crash,
What if
whatever
it's a
reason
ghost
it is.
car?
I would, huh?
What if it's a ghost car?